Alwyn, thanks for joining me again today following the closure of BCI's fully underwritten entitlement offer, which puts the company in a very robust position financially. Firstly, can you give me a rundown of the key details of the entitlement offer, such as how much was raised and what is the resulting capital structure of the business?
Thanks for the opportunity, Alex. We are very pleased. The entitlement offer has now closed, and we successfully raised 47.9 million at 24 cents per share. BCI now has 598 million shares listed, which means the BCI market cap is around 145 million. In addition to that, we have a very healthy cash balance of more than $80 million, and we have zero debt, so the company is in a very healthy position.
Okay, so you must be very encouraged by the strong backing you've received from your major shareholders. What sort of confidence does it give you as you head down the development pathway you've put in place for Marty?
We would have struggled without the strong support by our current major shareholders, and we are very grateful for that. In fact, the raise was fully underwritten by our three largest shareholders, who are Roxby, Sandon, and Ryder. So Roxby ended up with about 39.5% shareholding in BCI. Sandon is sitting around 6%. Ryder directly about 4%. And we understand another 4% to Ryder as a trustee or nominee. So really now a very strong top three shareholding. In addition to that, we also received strong support from the top 20. And together with that, we had the offer very successfully completed. That really shows, in my opinion, a very strong support for the BCI strategy, the quality of the Marty project, and it also endorsed our development pathway that we have laid out for the project. As I said to the market often in the past, we consider the Marty project to be a potential tier 1 operation that can create substantial shareholder value over the next 100 years. So it is really a long-term investment, which requires long-term patient shareholders to support us.
So looking ahead, with a cash position of approximately $80 million, what will these additional funds be deployed towards? And does it allow you to accelerate the development timeline for Marty?
Yes, our current cash position and we also have the ongoing strong Iron Valley iron ore royalty earnings. The two of that combined place us in a very strong position to progress Marty towards construction in the next 6 to 9 months. The majority of the funds that we have raised recently will be used for the early construction works at Marty. We are going through an extensive program now to secure the approvals for those early construction works. That will include a trial pond to test the wall construction methodology. We will put in place a pump station and potentially all the connecting roads, accommodation for early construction, and the power facilities. In addition to that, it gives us the flexibility to also put in place the long lead orders for pumps and other infrastructure that we have now the financial capability to do. These early construction works will have a number of benefits to BCI and of course to Marty. Firstly, by getting early infrastructure in place, we will be able to accelerate the construction of the main project once all approvals are in place. And importantly, also the trial pond is an important de-risking exercise to validate designs, construction methods, and the materials that we will use for the construction of the main pond and crystallizer system in the future. In addition to the expenditure on early works, the funding will also be used to support the final detailed engineering design, and we will appoint our project management contractor, what we call the PMC, to provide additional capabilities to support BCI in delivering this project.
I also understand you recently made a number of important executive appointments. Can you just give us a quick recap on who's joined the BCI team?
Yes, this has been a big focus for the company. We are very privileged that we have made the selection to appoint Sam Bennett He will join BCI as the project director towards the end of 2020. Sam has significant experience delivering large-scale projects on the construction side. So, for example, he has been the project director of the PMC in the Roy Hill $10 billion project, and he also was the PMC for the delivery of Fortescue's $2.5 billion rail and port expansion project a couple of years ago. So Sam will become responsible for the full construction of the Mahdi project. Tony Chamberlain, who until recently has been the project director, will move to the operational role of a chief operating officer and will start focusing more on the operational readiness side of the business. In addition to these two senior executives, we have also appointed a number of other commercial and technical people, predominantly also in the area of people management and safety, that we are improving the build in the BCI team. So these appointments are quite important to ensure BCI has the expertise and the experience to construct and operate Mahdi.
And just to finish off, it certainly looks like a very busy and exciting few months ahead for BCI. Are there any closing comments you'd like to leave us with?
Yes, firstly, the money raised puts us in a really strong position. Important for smaller companies like BCI to have financial capability for momentum. Momentum is extremely important in building these larger projects. So securing the early approvals in the current quarter will allow us to commence early construction work. That's the first very important point. Secondly, we are expecting environmental approval from the EPA by the end of the year. Thirdly, a major milestone for the company will be to secure debt term sheets with NAIF and commercial banks by the end of the year. We will also, in addition to those main points, aim to establish a Karratha office later this year, which will be another tangible sign that we intend to push on with the Mahdi project and that we want to engage the local community in doing so. So, Alex, we are very positive that the company is in a good position to move the Mahdi project forward and to create value for our shareholders.
Thanks for the update, Alwyn. All the best.
Thanks very much.